We are live.
Good. I hope that everyone had a great coffee session. I was in one of the coffee circles and we had some really good discussions also about the recent vaccines and how well the UAE is doing in that respect. I sometimes talk about engine rooms in Help AG, and that's really where we do a lot of development, both from a technical as well as a go-to-market around how we take products to market. And one of the areas that's really an area of an engine room right now is our SASE product platform. In SASE, one of the key benefits that we have is really how close we sit to the individuals utilizing the SASE infrastructure. And by being part of Etisalat and having this close relationship with the Etisalat IP infrastructure, it allows us to really deliver a great user experience on the SASE platforms that we are considering. Sumit Sharma, he is our product manager for our SASE platforms and our SASE products. And I'm really glad that Sumit has agreed to come in here and talk about something that we call Cyber Edge X and some of the products that we're launching in this specific area. So Sumit, tell us all about it. And of course, to all of you listening, feel free to type in your questions and then we'll make sure that we answer them along the way.
Thank you so much, Nikolai, for this. I'm also excited to be part of this presentation. Hello, everybody. My name is Sumit Sharma. I'm product manager with Help AG and currently managing the SaaS e-portfolio. A lot has been said around the perimeterless era, right? What perimeterless era is, how the on-premise perimeter is fading away or it's dissolving and it's moving to cloud. And around this, the SaaS E concept came into traction. And we at Help AG, we also understood the requirement of going to the market with a proposition which can deliver our customers security everywhere, right? So where we can secure their users, their application, or their data from the cloud, but that cloud which is hosted locally so that it complies with the regulations, it provides you best latency, and is delivered to you as a service. And so we thought of finding an answer to all these questions, and thus we developed a service called Cyber Edge X. Yeah. So during this presentation, I will take you through the service on a very high level. I will also encourage you to ask any questions, whatever comes to your mind. You can type in your questions, and at the end of the presentation, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Even if we do not get time for that, so I'll be available in the circle to have a chat with you. Even after that, if you want to have a one-to-one conversation, we can have that. But the intention is that at the end of the presentation, at least you get a glimpse of what we have tried to develop and how this can secure you and your users and your applications. Yeah. So let's go ahead with the presentation. This is the new office, which Nikolai explained in his first presentation today in the morning. We are working from home. I'm presenting it from my home. We work from cafes, we work from lounges. And what does that mean? It means that we are accessing the applications from unsecured networks or untrusted Wi-Fi spots, which puts the remote workers at risk. Yeah, this is one trend which has come up during the pandemic from 2020 onwards, and there is another trend that we have seen in this space, which is accelerated use of SaaS applications. So SaaS applications are not new. They have been existing for a long time, and public clouds have been there for a long time. But that growth in adoption of these SaaS and public cloud services, we have seen that increasing tremendously last year, and this is continuing this year as well in 2021. So you use social media tools, you use collaboration tools like Teams, Zoom. The event that we are doing today, it's also virtual. We are, instead of using the on-premise file sharing systems, now we are using Dropbox, OneDrive, and so you cannot block them anymore. Right? All these technologies or all these SaaS applications used to be blocked from on-premise infrastructure, but now you have to open them. And now this brings in another challenge to secure them. Right? So, in view of this, do you really need to redefine your perimeter security? Right. So let's have a look at it. You have network security perimeter, which used to be secure enough because the data used to reside within the enterprise, within your perimeter. But now majority of data is out. So it's on AWS, Azure, or residing in some SaaS application. At the same time, the mobile workforce is out. The workforce is not situated in your premise, and the applications that you use today, they are majority of them, more than 50%, are in cloud. So whether they are SaaS or they are based on public clouds like Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, but they are not in your premise. So the difference that you used to have on premise is not apt anymore in this current condition, and so that's why the legacy line of defenses are fading. Yeah, this is what we call that the perimeter is eroding, or it's going to the cloud, or the way you need to rethink or redefine your perimeter security. And what has actually changed, that there is a new control surface that has emerged during this time, right? So instead of now talking about securing an IP or securing a location, what you need to secure is the thing that matters, which is the data, right? And because the now data is not on premise, it's in SaaS application or in Azure, it becomes more and more important to adopt a follow the data approach, where you know that where your data that matters to you is going. Yeah. At the same time, we used to protect users. We used to protect the endpoints, the machines itself, right? The PCs that used to be in our offices. That has changed to become the security of an identity, and that identity is not just the machine but the user, the context, and so this becomes a holistic identity. And that's why we have seen a growth, a 3 times growth in the zero trust initiatives that the enterprises across the globe are taking. And one of the component of the zero trust architecture or zero trust approach is zero trust network access, which has also seen a tremendous increase in past 1 year. At the same time, we used to have we used to block SaaS applications. We used to block other public cloud applications, but that is not possible anymore. You need to allow Teams. You need to allow OneDrive. So now it's more about understanding the context of the usage, understanding the context of the application, and then allow or block the activity, not the application itself. So you need to have visibility inside the application and what is being done as part of that usage. So this altogether, data identity and application becomes a new control surface, right? This came more into traction during the pandemic because of remote workforce and SaaS adoption. And thus the SaaS-E concept also took a rise. A lot of enterprises, a lot of vendors started talking about SaaS-E. And what is SASE? Secure Access Service Edge. It's primarily a convergence of networking and security. So networking, which is SD-WAN, security, which means the perimeter security controls, which are secure web gateways or CASBs, VPNs, firewalls, anything you used to put on the perimeter to secure your enterprise. This constitutes the security services, and converging them into a single cloud delivered service, which has one unified console, works on a one console, one agent concept delivered from cloud. That's what SASE is. This was defined in 2019 November, this term, by Gartner. And something very unique happened last month. In February, Forrester also came up with their own own version of SASE, I will say, and that is Zero Trust Edge. Yeah. So this is very unique, because these two leading analyst companies in the world talking about a concept, and they're trying to drive one concept in the market, is very unique. And this in itself speaks about the benefits and the power that the solution can provide you. It's said that SASE, it's predicted that SASE is going to increase by 116% CAGR for next 5 years. Some analysts say that this is the future of network security. Some say that this is the trend of this decade. SASE is going to remain the trend of this decade. But from our perspective, we think that it is something that requires attention of all the companies, all the organizations, and it is definitely worth noticing now and trying. Yeah. So in response to this, in response to SASE, what we did as HelpAG, we developed our service called as Cyber Edge X. This service is locally hosted in UAE within Etisalat data centers, so that it complies with all the regulatory requirements, whether it's internet filtering guideline or it's the data residency, it complies with all of them. At the same time, being part of Etisalat, it allows you to have the least latency path. Yeah. So the latency towards these services is going to be very, very in the acceptable limit, I would say. So that that latency piece is not a friction for a customer to move to these kind of cloud delivered services. And this platform delivers a set of services which are integrated, which are unified in one single platform. Yeah, they can be accessed by any enterprise location. So it can be a head office or a branch office. It can be a remote worker using the official laptops of the organization. It can be any unmanaged device. So it can be Windows, Mac, mobile phone, Android or iOS. It simply does not matter. If you have an endpoint, and if you have this solution, you can definitely access these services. And what these services are around securing internet, SaaS, public cloud, and private applications. So I will explain you very quickly what they mean. So we have a proposition called Next Generation Secure Web Gateway, which ensures that you have a secured access towards any browsing traffic. So it can be YouTube, it can be LinkedIn, it can be anything that you browse. At the same time, we provide a granular approach towards accessing the SaaS application. So whether it's Office 365, Box, OneDrive, or any collaboration tool like Teams or Zoom, anything that you use as a SaaS can have a deeper visibility than just browsing with a CASB inline. We also deliver, because we have seen that with SaaS applications, there is also an accelerated adoption of public clouds. So we provide a security posture management solution, which first assesses the security posture of your public clouds, right? So whether you have got the right set of policies deployed or no, or there are any loopholes. At the same time, it also checks the storage in the public cloud. So if you have got your Azure blobs or you have got your S3 buckets in AWS, it doesn't matter. You can scan those storage, you can check for malwares, you can deploy DLP policies similar to what you used to do in internet or any SaaS application. We also have one solution for securing the private applications. So this was all on the internet, but this is a private application that you have developed in-house, or it's hosted in your private data center. So instead of expanding your VPNs, or this solution becomes an alternate to the traditional VPNs, but it's much more secure. It's much more scalable because the same solution can be deployed for any public cloud. So secure access for your on-prem applications, or it's in AWS, Azure, or Google, or any public cloud, the same solution can be extended to that infrastructure. And all these solutions, they come with a single console. Yeah, they are delivered as a SaaS service. They are all modular. You can subscribe to one. You can take the full package. It's all your choice. And this also comes with the unique set of capabilities which are common across all these services. And I call them as a unified threat protection platform, right? These are a set of security microservices which are deployed for all the solutions that are up here, and they deliver the functionalities like adaptive access control, a DLP solution which cuts across all this access layer. So the same DLP or data protection policy for a SaaS application or the internet application or a public cloud, you can deliver it from this. Same goes for compliance, a unique compliance solution which covers all the space, and a threat protection which delivers a unified threat protection feature. So instead of having multiple interfaces for multiple solutions, which increases the complexity for admin and it also creates silos, the solution that we have tried to develop is that it's fully unified, and it delivers one single place to see threats and alerts from all the kind of traffic from user. At the same time, as I said, that it's more about reducing the friction within the security ecosystem. So we are not trying to introduce something which is going to become another silo. The intention is to have integration with everything that you have in security ecosystem, so that you can have a unique view, right? So currently, the third-party integrations are supported for all these technologies. So whether it's an IDAM solution or an SSO solution, whether it's an EDR solution of your choice, a SIM of your choice, a SOAR platform of your choice, or if you're trying to move towards SD-WAN, so you're thinking of going towards Etisalat SD-WAN, the solution is fully integrated with Etisalat SD-WAN solution. And this is the power that we deliver as being part of Etisalat infrastructure. So the solution is hosted within Etisalat. At the same time, it's fully integrated with Etisalat ecosystem. There is another threat intelligence sharing platform via which we can, from different platforms or from different products, we can share threat intelligence and enact them as part of this product. So these are few of the benefits or few of the functionalities that we get from this platform. But I know that it can be very overwhelming because there are a lot of services which are part of this platform. But this is not it. The platform is going to increase. The platform is going to include more and more services coming in the future. So the way you should, as a customer, think about this is that it's not going to be a play of point solutions anymore. So it's not going to be just one product that you deploy in your enterprise anymore. It's going to be a platform that every vendor, every partner is going to deliver to you. And so I think it's time that every one of us, we think that which platform we need to choose for our security journey towards cloud or for our journey towards a SASE-based architecture. So at the end, I would like to just put few key takeaways that you would get, or the benefits that you will get from adopting SASE. First of all, it's a lower TCO, so lower total cost of ownership, because what we are doing is we are replacing the technologies which are sitting on premise. So, and we are delivering them as a service from the cloud. So scalability, maintenance, and all of that cost goes away. So it becomes very low cost for an enterprise. At the same time, it delivers all the cloud benefits. So it's scalable. You can use them for public cloud as well. So it just does not become an on-premise solution, but it's fully expandable to the overall cloud infrastructure. This is one key benefit, which is unifying the console and agent, because this in itself removes all the silos which were created in the past by different point products. So the intention here is that as soon as more and more products and services are added on this platform, you will still get one single portal or one single console to administer, and then at the same time there will be no requirements to again do deployments on users. So it's going to be the same agent who can do all of these services. As I was saying, that the platform is going to grow in future. Whenever you are deciding in moving towards a SASE-based platform, the one point which is around future proofing is something that you should keep in mind, that the platform that you invest in, it should have the right innovation in their DNA to keep innovating and keep expanding the platform. Yeah. So as of now, we are having these 4 or 5 technologies, which is Web Gateway, CASB, DLP for private access and security posture management. We are going to introduce this year itself a browser isolation solution in the same platform. We are going to provide DNS security again in the same platform, and we are going to have firewall as a service, which is going to be only for the egress traffic. So I just don't want to confuse everyone. This firewall is not going to replace the on-prem firewall for hosting the traffic, but all of these services that you are seeing here, they are to secure traffic from user to the internet. So any outbound traffic can be secured with this firewall, right? Or these set of services. A lot of talks have been going around zero trust and zero trust journey, and any SASE platform, which includes our platform as well, takes zero trust as a fundamental. So all the access which is provisioned as part of this platform works on the zero trust principles. So if your organization has an ambition to go towards or to start your zero trust journey, this can be one of these stepping stones. Remote workforce, as I understand, every customer of ours is concerned about their remote workforce, and the solution sits at the sweet spot where the solution can deliver a holistic security for the remote workforce. And of course, because it's delivered as a service from HelpAG, it comes with different flavors of flexible options. So you can have it as a fully managed service, you can have it as a co-managed or fully unmanaged service as well, if your team is capable of managing the solution. So in the end, I would like to say that the EdgeX proposition is something which is going to resonate with most of your requirements. So if you are having remote workforce, or if you are a SaaS user, or if you are a public cloud user, you have workloads in Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, or if you are having solutions today sitting on-prem and you are thinking that how I can scale the VPN capacity or how I can secure the access for these services, CyberEdgeX sits in there. If you have any questions around this, if you want a detailed explanation, I am available in the circles, or I am available for a one-to-one session as well. Please feel free to reach out to us, and I'll be more than happy to elaborate. Thank you so much.
Sumit, we have one question that if you could take.
Okay.
Sure. The question from Ankit at Emirates NBT. The question says, are you eyeing any particular vendor for this SASE service, or is this your custom service?
Yeah, so it's not just one vendor. What we are going to do is we are going to have multiple vendor ecosystem as part of this service. So we are starting with few vendors of our choice, of course, but as soon as we go, we will be having multiple vendors on this platform. And it's a very, very good question, because the whole ecosystem is evolving. So there is no one vendor who has achieved excellence in SASE, I would say, right? Everybody is maturing, and in a couple of years, we will see that all vendors will keep on adding services on their platform. So what we are doing is that we are selecting those vendors that we think are future-proof, have the right technology, and have the right background to do this, and we are hosting them in Etisalat. And we are then delivering it as a service to our customers. So today we have 2 vendor options, and you will see going forward that there will be multiple others. Are there any other questions, Soumya?
No, I think we will carry forward in the virtual circles now.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining this. I'm more than happy to take any questions in circuits as well. Thanks.